Okay, so in this video I'm going to show you the chords that I use to play the Scooter song. If you haven't seen the playthrough video, there's a link to it in the description, and the chords are on screen on that one. But if you're having trouble with some of the chords and the fingering, then come back to this video. Download the chord sheet in the description of this video. I've numbered all of the chords there, so it will be easier to follow along. So chord number 1, it's this one. But in the intro you can mute the high E. I use my middle finger, just holding lightly on top of it, and then try not hitting it, then it will sound like this. And then to the next chord, put your pinky on the 4th fret on the low E, and I'm muting the A string with that finger. Just it comes quite naturally, so that doesn't ring out. And here you can still mute the high E with your middle finger if you want to. So we'll play those two chords with the muting. And if you don't mute it, it sounds like this. I change it up when I play the song, so maybe you play it muted the first time. And the A string is muted every time, but the high E, you can have it open or muted. And then onwards to the 3rd chord. And the way I play this is that by using my index finger, I touch the low E string ever so lightly by pushing my finger upwards like this. So this is muted, and then as if you were barring, just keep your finger on there but don't push it down. That's the index finger on the 1st fret on the high E. Then we go through the 4th chord, which is this. So it's the same shape as the 1st chord, but you have your middle finger on the 3rd fret, and I'm muting with my middle finger the A string, and I use my pinky to touch the high E. So that is muted as well. And on this part of the song I always play the high E muted. And then through the 5th chord, and I'm just using 2 fingers, ring finger on the 5th fret there on the low E, and on the 3rd fret on the B string with my index, and rolling my finger slightly down so it mutes the high E. And to the 6th chord, it's an A type of chord with your ring finger on the 3rd fret on the B string there, and I slide it into a normal A. And then to the 8th chord, it's the same as the 3rd chord, but this time you can have the open E ring out. I like to you can slightly lift off so it's muted in the beginning. and then make it open towards the end of the chord. I like to change these things up whenever I'm playing the song. Like the first time, maybe it's just muted, and the second time you play it, it's open. It brings variation to the song and makes it more interesting, not that monotone and boring. And then it's back to that this chord again, the 9th chord. It's the 3rd fret on the low E, muting both the A string and the high E. And then it's back to the beginning chord again, and the second time in the intro I like to mute the high E, like I did. But the second time you get to these chords, then I like to have it open. And then you play, that's the chord progression that you play twice. The first chord, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th and 9th chord on the sheet. And then you play that again. And when you get to the 9th chord the second time, then we're on the 10th chord, which is just a power chord. I like to hit it twice. I believe that's how I play it. At least twice, like that, and then open. And the same on the 12th chord. And then open the 13th chord there. And then to this chord. And this time I'm unsure if you should mute the high E or keep it open. I believe I played it with the open high E, like this. But the A string is muted by my middle finger. And then you slide it up to the 5th fret, the same chord shape, up to the 5th fret. And then back to the 16th. The 16th chord there. So all in all, that's... Yeah, and on the 10th chord, I'm muting with my index finger on the two lowest, or the two highest, the B and the high E string. And then just opening. And this is the same chord as the 3rd chord, just muting with my index finger by touching the high E ever so lightly. And then, all in all, you should have something like this. Play that one more time through, and then you get that the chorus part. Then you play that a couple of times, and then you end on the beginning chord. That time I play all of the strings. And then on the playthrough video I wrote a second verse for the song, and then it's just the same. So I play the whole thing one more time. And if there are any questions, if something was unclear and you didn't understand it or you need more help, then please just leave a comment. I read all of them and I'll try to help you as best as I can. So thanks for watching, have a good one and goodbye.